Good afternoon and welcome to the 2022 Smail Mazda Virtual Auto Show. My name's Taylor and I have Michael Stanley, our Mazda product specialist with us, and Jason Mossing, our sales manager.
Hi, Taylor.
Hi, we're going to be coming along with you guys today as we talk about all the cool and exciting things happening with Mazda this year. Before we get started though, don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment all throughout the video. We can answer your questions in real time and make sure we show you exactly what it is that you want to see. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2022 Mazda Auto Show presented by Smail Mazda in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Today, we'll be connecting you directly to our showroom floor with a live product specialist and cameraman. If you have a question, leave it in the comments section and we'll provide you with live answers and demonstrations on your favorite Mazda vehicles. Without any further ado, let's start the broadcast with your hostess, Taylor Smail.
All righty, welcome everyone to the 2022 Smail Mazda Virtual Auto Show. How are you guys doing?
Fantastic, thank you for asking.
Ready to dive into some cool things about Mazda?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to mention for everyone tuning in, we do have a giveaway going on the week of our auto show. If you visit smailcars.com/enter, you could go home with potentially an Apple Watch. We have an Apple TV, a Smail gift bucket with a complimentary detail. All you have to do is go to that link, fill out a quick form, and you could potentially win one of these prizes. All right, so I know we have a couple vehicles we're going to see live. One that we have a pre-recorded video, the Mazda 3. We can go ahead and show everyone that now.
My name is Michael Stanley. I'm here at Smail Mazda, and I'm here today to introduce you to the brand new 2022 Mazda 3 hatchback in the Carbon Edition package. The Mazda 3 has the LED headlights, the LED running lights, and the gloss black grille in the Carbon Edition package. It's absolutely gorgeous with the sloping simple hood. Got the black alloy wheels and the 19-inch package with the black heated side mirrors and the gorgeous sleek lines of the Mazda 3. The LED tail lights. This one is the front-wheel drive package. It is available in the all-wheel drive. Integrated black spoiler, the dual chrome exhaust tips, gloss black bumper. Loads of space in the back for how small the vehicle itself is. Plenty of room for what you might need, golf clubs, baseball bats, whatever. All right, in the Carbon Edition, you have these gorgeous red leather seats. In the back seat, you have the center console to help separate and hold cups. You have the signature red leather seats that are absolutely gorgeous up front as well. These are heated with a leather-wrapped heated steering wheel. The fit and finish on all the touch materials is magnificent on here. This is really a premium vehicle. It's not a premium price. So jumping into the front seat, we're going to see that we have this terrific command and control system here for your 10.25-inch screen. Everything's right here at your fingerprints from a natural driving position. So you can control your entertainment, your communications, your navigation and settings without having to lean forward and touch that 10.25-inch screen, getting your fingerprints all over it. So on the steering wheel, you can see that you have your adaptive cruise control where you can set not only the speed that you want to travel, but the distance you want to stay behind the car in front of you. And when you have that set, as long as the car in front of you is going slower than the speed you set, it'll maintain that distance behind it for you. If they slow down, you'll slow down. They speed up, you'll speed up. And it's a really nice way to travel down the road, not having to worry if people are slowing down in front of you in heavy traffic, say. We also have your volume controllers right here, nice and handy for your stereo system, with a mute button in case you need to mute it real quick if you're having a conversation. You have your voice command system here, really handy. You punch that button, wait for the tone, and then you can give certain commands to the car, like to call your dad if you want to. You can hang up the calls, and then you can do for different information on your center screen here, and you can cycle through them, whatever you want to show up here. This has a fantastic Bose upgraded stereo system, legendary Bose. It's got the audio center and center point technologies behind it where it can sound terrific. Okay, that was our brief overview of the 2022 Mazda 3. If you have any questions, please visit our website at smailauto.com or come visit us right off Route 30 in Greensburg.
Good job, Michael. That was a good video.
I appreciate that.
So I know a big staple in the Mazda lineup's the CX-5. Should we start with that?
Absolutely. Well, the CX-5 is kind of the Goldilocks car of the Mazda lineup. It's just the right size for a small family, 4 or 5 if they're really friendly with each other. It is the perfect size. And the front grille here, you can see it's just absolutely gorgeous with the chrome wing on it. It's meant to elicit the samurai helmet. If you've ever seen the samurai helmets, that's what that look is supposed to look like. And Mazda spends a lot of time on the design and features of the cars, especially the sleek lines of it. You really see it on the sloping hood, the gorgeous movement-inducing sleek lines of it. The master craftsmen that spend decades learning their craft before they sculpt it by hand, these shapes in it, and it's supposed to elicit just a fluid movement, even sitting still. They did a lot of work on the wheels this year. They're gorgeous, I think, but my opinion's free and worth every penny you pay for it. But um, the heated mirrors on the side. This one here is the Premium Plus edition, which is a really nice trim level, has a lot of nice features in it. You have the heated side mirrors, the LED lights all the way around. Every light on the outside of this vehicle is LED, which is just perfect for how it goes. And they're just gorgeously shaped. At the back of the vehicle where we're here, this has the power lift tailgate on it with the dual exhaust. You can just touch the button underneath of it and the tailgate will lift up for you. It takes no effort at all. And you also have that on the key fob. If you got your hands full, you can just double click it and the tailgate will lift for you. Good space in these CX-5s. You can get a full load of groceries, whatever you need in the back of here. And one feature of the Mazda that's really, really interesting is it has a 40-20-40 split seat instead of a standard 60-40. So what that means is that you can have the two sides of the seat still in the up position for somebody to sit there, and then the center section can actually fold down so you can put something down the middle if you need to. So it's a really handy way of keeping you a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of customization available in the way you're seating there. And then right here, the handles that we're showing right now, if you need to, you can fold the seats down from inside the back. You don't have to go around to the side and hit a button there. You can just lift these tabs right here and the seat will fold down for you. This one on the left is for the left side seat here and the center console. Then on the other side, you have one for the right side. So it's really handy that if you're already in the back, you're trying to put something away, you need to fold the seats down, you just pull the tab and there goes the seat for you. It's really helpful for you. Right here, we're seeing the lock tabs for car seats. That's where you can anchor in your car seats and keep them super safe. There is an actual spare tire underneath that cargo mat there. And yeah, right under there, exactly. Now, you don't have to actually change your spare tire if you don't want to, because there is roadside assistance coming with Mazda. But if you feel like you want to and the need should arrive, you actually have a tire in the car, which is very, very handy. All right, now up above here, this is the button for closing the lift gate. You just touch it and walk out of the way. It's super safe. If it sees that there's a presence there or touches somebody, it'll just lift right back up again. It's not going to press down on anybody. It is defrost. Now we're going to move to the back seat here. Super comfortable back seats. This is the folded down seat. If that was up, we could see, well, you can see the center console there has cup holders built into it. And these seats on this Premium Plus are heated. So it's very comfortable in the back seats. You have that center console where you can put your cups for whoever's in the back, and you have USB chargers under there. And they control their own heat levels. It's up to 3 different levels there. So everywhere from nice and comfortable to toasted biscuit setting on the seat heater there, and with its own USB charger and a place to store things. Seatbelts, of course, they're the 3-point super safe, and they have their own climate control in the back there. Now moving to the front, this is also the full cushy-tushy suite of seats here. Mazda has super, super comfortable seats. At this trim level, they're all power seats, driver and passenger. The driver side is a memory seat. You have 2 different positions that you can use. So 2 different drivers can have a pre-programmed seat position. And they just hit that button and it'll move right back into position. So you can have a really short one and a really tall one, and they can move back and forth, whatever they need. There's lumbar support built into it. These are heated and cooled seats in the front. So you can just be as comfortable as you want. And these seats are designed to hold you in a natural driver's comfortable position as you're going down the road. So this is one of the very, very few cars that I've ever driven in my life that I can drive for hours on end and not get fatigued in. They're just super comfortable and relaxing as you're going down the road. Nice feeling steering wheel. They fit the hand perfectly and are perfectly balanced. You have some controls on the steering wheel, but you're not overwhelmed with a whole bunch of them. You have the adaptive cruise control on this car as well. That's that same thing where you can set the speed and it'll maintain the distance between you and the car in front of you. It's really nice for in congested traffic, or if you just want to be able to relax and drive the car and not have to worry about things. This is the manual steer shift, and this is the command control knob. This is really super interesting here because you control the infotainment system from here instead of a touchscreen. A lot of advantages to that. Now, I'm sure everybody's going to be moving in this direction in the future because you don't have to change your sitting position as you're driving to use this system. You can stay in your seat safe and comfortable, and then you can use this control knob kind of like a mouse setup would on a computer and control your infotainment system. So, and everything you need is right here, and it's really simple to use. You have your information, your entertainment is that top left button, your home screen, and then navigation. If you have navigation in your car, that button will take you straight to it. And then with this control knob, you don't put fingerprints on your screen. It's a simple idea, so you don't have to wipe your screen clean every few days because you're putting your fingers all over it. You don't have the kids with their Jim and jelly sandwich reaching up to touch the screen, and there you have what they call jamming the screen going on up there. I stole that from a movie. What can I say? You have the parking brake here, and then that auto hold feature. That's another really nice feature. So that's a button that when you press it, when you come to a complete stop, the car will hold its position for you. Now, I'm getting to an age where holding my foot on the brake for any extended period of time really wears out my foot and ankle. You know, if you're in the city or if you're in congested traffic, that'll hold the car for you so you don't have to keep your foot pressed on the brake. It's really nice to be able to do that. And then that little button there, that's for your volume control on your stereo. You have the My Drive. This is new on the 22 Mazdas. The My Drive is changing your driving mode. So it used to be this, in 21 and before, that used to be the sport mode, where you can just turn on sport or turn off the sport mode. But now you have different drive options available there. And we're moving up manual climate controls here. And there you see the heated seat controls, 3 levels again in the front with a heated steering wheel. And then you have the ventilated seats. Now what Mazda does that's really interested in their ventilated seats is instead of blowing air on you, it wicks heat away from you, which is a much more even way of doing cooling on a cooled seat. So when a lot of times if you sit on a ventilated seat and they're blowing air on you, you get a couple of cool spots and the rest of you is not really affected. This is actually the whole body, the whole area is affected from the seat, from their back and underneath to keep it cool. I always thought that was really neat.
Yeah,
Mazda's all about the details. Mazda's all about doing the things that make people comfortable. They're human-centric design, so they're always analyzing what people need and what people do and designing around that. That's a 10 1/4 inch screen there, big screen he's showing you on your infotainment system. Super high def, clear. You have a couple of analog displays there, RPMs and speed, which is really nice to still have the old analog, but the one in the center is your electronic display, and you have multiple menus you can bring up in there to show you different driving information. From the range that you have available in you for your gas, what your current gas mileage might be, air pressure, your oil information, everything in the menu can go display right there in the middle. And this particular car, a little bit higher, has a heads-up display. And a heads-up display is just a super neat way of displaying speed information, different information right in front of the driver. But you have to really see it to believe it. It's right in front of you, but it's not distracting. It's really easy to look past when you're not wanting to look at it, and it's right there and available for you when you do need it. And it's just a nice way to monitor your speed and other conditions without having to look down at it off the road, take your eyes off the road. Now, this one is in your pristine black color, which everything goes good with black, it's like one of the perfect colors. And this one has a moonroof up on the top, and it's just, I'm in love with the Mazdas myself. And the CX-5 is really the Goldilocks type car, especially for small families. It is by far the most popular brand Mazda has. It has the IIHS top safety pick, so it's a super safe car. The Mazda brand is the most reliable brand according to Consumer Reports. That's not me talking. I mean, I'll brag, but Consumer Reports does their science, and they come up with Mazda being the most reliable brand out on the market. So dollar for dollar, pound for pound, you get no better value than a Mazda, and the CX-5 is one of the best of the line.
Absolutely.
So with kind of like COVID, the crazy times that are happening right now, if someone wanted to order a Mazda or like the CX-5 and say we didn't have it in stock, Jason, how would they go about getting it?
Well, yeah, definitely. Going to the dealership and seeing, many cars to choose from is not norm from COVID to the microchip shortage. But, encourage you to come down, sit down with one of our team specialists, review the options available, and then select the model of choice, the equipment of choice. And with Mazda, we know what's being built. If it's being built in Japan, we know what's coming across the ocean, hitting the port, and then reserving the car that is either being built or en route to the dealership is one of the easiest ways to secure what you want. So you don't have to, forfeit this option. You don't have to go with a color choice that wasn't necessarily your first. We have a list of all of them, and you can just select the one you want. That way, when it gets here, it's yours. Nobody else touches it.
Awesome. So yeah, even if it's not on the floor, make sure we get exactly what you want.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So we do have a little service video. So once you do get your Mazda, what you can kind of expect when you come to bring it in for service from Vinny, we'll go ahead and we'll show that real quick.
Hey guys, my name is Vinny Greco. I'm a service writer here for Smail Auto Group. And today I'm going to be going over a couple things with My Karma. We partnered with them for 2022 and we're going to go over some things that help out with our customers here at service. One of the good points about My Karma is you're now able to schedule everything online. If you're not able to pick up a telephone to call in to schedule with one of us service advisors or the call center, you're able to go to smailautogroup.com. At that time, you're able to select your brand and select the appointment time and date that best fits your schedule. And so that way we can get you in at an early convenience. Upon arrival into the dealership, another good thing about the My Karma is as long as your cell phone's attached to your account, we're able to send you a text message. So that way you're able to communicate with your advisor through text messaging. So let's say if you're out in the office or you're on a conference phone call, we're able to text you. Another good point about My Karma is, let's say you're coming in with a noise. You got a front noise coming when you're making left turns. We're able to actually send you videos and pictures of what's going on with the vehicle that you can view in real time and text us back. So that way you don't have to be here to see everything. So that's another good point. And another good thing is we can also now send you invoices to text messaging. So that way, if you're gonna be picking up after hours, you're able to pay via text message, a secure link, which notifies your service writer, and we can print the receipt and attach it to your multi-point inspection. Multi-point inspection, those are complimentary with every service. You do get your tire specs, your brake specs. We will let you know what's upcoming with service and also what could be addressed at your time with the mileage on your vehicle. A lot of the time is waiting on phone calls and communication back and forth from the clients. So that what we're trying to do is cut that out so that way we can have direct contact with our clients to get their vehicles done in a timely fashion and in the right way. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Again, I'm Vinny Greco, one of the service advisors here at Smail Auto Group. Make sure you stop on in Route 30 East in Greensburg, PA, or check us out online at smailauto.com.
All righty. So Michael, a couple of days ago, it got real warm. I feel like I'm in summertime mode. Should we talk about the Miata?
I know spring fever's coming around and the Mazda Miata. It's Mazda Miata season. They get the top down, put the wind in your hair. That's exactly right. And this is a Mazda Miata Grand Touring in polymetal gray, which is an absolutely fantastic color. I love this color. It's a carbon edition color and it's magnificent. And the Miata, if you were to distill pure driving joy and put it into a car, this is what you would get. It's a perfectly balanced two-seat roadster. It's reminiscent of the hot two-seat roadsters from the 60s. This is the fourth generation of the Mazda, and it is legendarily good because this car is just perfect for driving, for putting a smile on your face going down the road. This one is a 2-liter well, soft top convertible. And if you can just imagine yourself with the wind in your hair in this, it's just a beautiful thing to see. It's gorgeous, sleek lines to, again, elicit movement even while it's sitting still. And it is so perfectly balanced. Mazda works on balancing these with the driver in the seat in mind. It's not balanced without the driver. It includes the human being in the whole equation about how to drive this car and how it to be driven, because you got to be in the car for it to be any good. It's leather seats in here with a Bose upgraded stereo system, and there's speakers in the headrest. This is how detail oriented they are. They put the speakers, or some of the speakers are right in the headrest, right behind your head, and it's just terrific. And a Bose upgraded stereo. This is your mesh screen behind you, with some storage in here. And when you're in these seats, these are the black leather seats. These seats are heated, so they're really comfortable. And you can see the double stitching in them, the attention to detail, double stitching on this really nice leather seat. It's got this Mazda steering wheel, really, really fits the hand. It's balanced, it's responsive. It's just a joy to put your hands on these in a Mazda Miata. The 2.0 liter, I believe I mentioned in there, 180 horsepower in this, just a touch above it, but this still has the great infotainment system with the command and control knob down there. This one is a manual too, and a manual transmission Mazda Miata is just, has to be experienced. It's one of those things that must happen in lifetime. Same command and control knobs here, laid out a little bit different, with your heating controls. And on the steering wheel, you can see you do have the cruise control set for this one. But the joy of a Mazda Miata is to get into it and drive it. They have whole clubs dedicated to get together on the weekends and just drive a Miata around the countryside or to different destinations. And that's the real thing to know about the Mazda Miata, is it is driving pleasure in human form. It's right there in front of you. Dual exhaust on this one, or right at the back end. And you have a decent amount of trunk space on a little 2-seat Roadster. You'll be able to go golfing if you want to. You got to be careful putting it in the back, but you got it there. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
A decent amount of trunk space there. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say it's deep.
Yeah, a lot of deep space in there. Good amount of room. And if you can just imagine yourself banging down the road in one of these, is not to be missed.
Oh, I wish we had the weather right now. That sounds like a dream to do right now. All righty. Yeah. So just for everyone that's still just tuning in, please ask any questions. We're here. We can answer them right now, show you what it is that you want to see. Jason, I think there was something that you were wanting to mention about with us buying cars right now.
Yeah, so just like with the new cars, there's a shortage on used cars. So to keep up with the market demand, Smail Auto Group offers to purchase any car, whether you're leasing the vehicle, whether you have a finance contract, whether you own it outright with the title. It's easy, no pressure, no hassle, no obligation appraisal. Simply make an appointment with our acquisition team. We'll spend 15 to 20 minutes. They'll go over your vehicle. We'll get you an appraised value. And then, within an hour or so, if it's agreed upon, we'll have a check for you, or you can utilize that value towards the purchase of another car. We team up with Kelley Blue Book to come up with fair appraisal values for both the consumer as well as us. And, it's a pretty easy experience for those that have that extra car around the house. With COVID and everything, people are working from home more. So some people are downsizing from 3 cars to 2 or 2 to 1. Feel free to reach out to our acquisition team and, come down, let us take a look at it and give you an offer, and hopefully you can walk away with a check.
So, Michael, should we dive into, I know you're the proud owner of a CX-9.
Exactly right. Yeah. I just recently bought a CX-9. Exactly right. A CX-9 is the big brother to the CX-5. They are very similar vehicles, except CX-9 is a little bit bigger. But I really fell in love with it. It's perfect for my family. I have me, my wife, and 2 grown kids. So we just have plenty of space in here for taking our vacations. I fell in love with the Mazda. You may be able to tell by now. I love the Mazda. I'm a Mazda guy. So I just love how they drive and feel and the safety ratings and everything else. But a few other things I really enjoy about it is they are the IIHS top safety picks. CX-5, CX-9, there's a couple of them that are top safety picks. Super reliable car, so I'm going to have all kinds of driving in front of me with no real problems ahead of it. And they're just so nice and comfortable with the Bluetooth, the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay capabilities. I got Sirius XM in there, so we can listen to satellite if we need to. And everybody's just comfortable sitting in the car going down the road. So, yeah, I'm super happy. I finally got one, and my wife is very happy about it too. So, I like the amount of space that you have to put things in here. There's a clamshell there opening in the middle that opens up to both ways. Good amount of space in it. Sitting in these seats is just everything's in the right area for you. Like everything's placed correctly. You're balanced, you're correct. The buttons are right where they're supposed to be. And there's not a lot of clutter in the cabins of these. So you don't have to search for a bunch of things. Ours does have the heads-up display. It's really neat to have the speed right in front of you when you are driving down the road and not have to look down at the speedometer.
I know you described it perfectly earlier that it's there when you need it, but it's not distracting.
Correct. Yeah, it's real easy to just look past it. It's a kind of image right in front of you, but it's not there. It's hard to describe. It's real easy to look past it and see the road and pay attention to the road. But when you need to see it, you can just focus on it, and there it is for you.
Awesome. Sweet. So, Jason, did you want to tell us a little bit about Smail Auto Group as a whole and kind of what customers think of Smail Auto Group?
For sure. This time of the year, everybody, is searching for the vehicle that they're looking for to purchase. Get a look at multiple different options when you go down to the auto show. But once you buy a car, you got to figure out, obviously, or once you decide which car you're going to buy, you got to figure out where you're going to buy the car and where you're going to service it. So, we encourage you to come here to the Smail Auto Group, try to make you feel like family. Speaking of family, this group's been family owned and operated for over 80 years. The family's very involved. They're in the day-to-day operations. The employees that we have here, you get to see the same smiling faces. Some of our employees, the tenure's incredible. People working here for 10, 20, 30 years, retiring from the company, speaks volumes. We definitely want to be your hometown dealer. The hometown, we also try to support the community, the Westmoreland County Food Bank, the Westmoreland Parks Association, the Westmoreland County Animal Shelter, the Real Men Wear Pink, breast cancer. I don't know if any of you saw the Westmoreland County food drive that we did last year, but it was very competitive, and it came down to the last minute, and the employees of the group actually raised over 10,000 pounds of food to help feed a local family. So this family, the employees, we really try to take care of our external customers as they come in, and we encourage you to come down and let us take care of you.
Awesome. What are some things that the customers say?
Actually, I have some reviews here, so let's read a couple. Sorry, I got to take my glasses off to be able to read. Our salesperson, Matt Pasella, was pleasant to work with. He was always calling us to help us to find the vehicle we're interested in. He was very helpful, and if we needed anything, to just please give him a call. Kaylee says, first time buying a car for myself, and Lloyd Thomas made it so easy, and he was the best. He explained everything so thoroughly and was very kind, and I love my new Mazda. This one's a little lengthy, but we'll read through it. 5-star experience dealing with Smail Mazda. Lloyd and Nick were amazing and made the sales process super smooth and easy. I even had my 1-year-old with me, and she managed to tolerate all the signing and the paperwork just fine. It was the right time to trade my lease. I ended up trading it in, and I got, it's lengthy, so I'll shorten it up a little bit. I got to drive my brand new CX-9 without being upside down, as we love our car so much. Couldn't have asked for anything more. Thank you, guys. Here's a short one. Michael was fantastic, personable, friendly, and knowledgeable. And last is a service one. So again, so you got to find out where you want to buy your car and you want to find out where you want to service. So I couldn't have asked for a better experience. Tyler was my service rep. He was great, kept me well informed about both the finding and the process of my repairs on my 2013 Mazda CX-5. Runs great again. I definitely will head back for any repairs needed for my general maintenance. Thank you. So yeah, so we do like to hear your guys' feedback. So at any point in time, please feel free to go to Smail Mazda, go on Google, give us a review, let us know how we're doing, and we'll definitely take your feedback. And
I know as we're wrapping up here a little bit, was there anything else you guys wanted to say before we sign off?
Michael?
I don't have anything else to say. No, come on down and visit us. I'd love to take care of you. Give us a call. Stop by and visit. I love showing off Mazdas, so come let me do that.
Yeah,
I
both
was
of
going
us.
to say, if you haven't sold them on Mazda throughout this video, I can't even imagine if they came in, you'd have them driving off the lot.
Yeah, both of us own a Mazda. But yeah, please visit us at smailmazda.com. Come on down to US Route 30 in Greensburg and come take a look at a Mazda.
Well, thank you guys so much. Real quick before we go, just a reminder for everyone at home about the giveaway. Go to smailcars.com/enter. We have an Apple Watch, Apple TV, a Smail gift bucket with a complimentary detail. Go to the link, fill it out, and you could go home with one of those prizes. And again, don't forget, you can keep commenting even after this live is over. We can get your questions answered and make sure we show you what it is you want to see. And with that being said, this has been the 2022 Smail Mazda Virtual Auto Show. See you guys.
Bye-bye.